Fam, I'm familiar with the quote, scratch a liar, find a thief. I think it's more of like a country type of thing to say. I forget what movie I first heard that line in, scratch a liar, find a thief. I just thought, I thought it was just kind of a country saying. I'm a city boy myself, even though I wear flannel. But, I was thinking about that quote recently. It's like, is there always thievery behind habitual lying? Is the liar trying to take something that they haven't earned? And, I was really thinking about that, talking to my wife yesterday. And I think it makes a lot of sense. The person who's using lying as a general purpose tool, as opposed to a special purpose tool. I mean, all of us, you bend the truth in certain situations, maybe tell a white lie every now and then. But we all know those people who lie constantly. And I think if people are using lies as a general purpose tools, again, I'm lying constantly, then it's, doesn't it make sense that they're intending to take something that they haven't earned? And it's like, and I was just thinking about that. It's like, yeah, scratch a liar, find a thief. That makes sense. I think that there's still a little bit of, inference work that has to kind of be done there. But look, I got a PayPal recommendation for the song Lost All Faith from Ren. And I was like, bro, there's nothing as far as Ren that I haven't covered. And this one, I even looked at my own channel. I typed it on Mr. Biscuit Speaks, Lost All Faith. Ren. Like, how is it not? How have I not corresponded with this song yet? Family, without any further ado, Lost All Faith, Ren. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hype this video if the opportunity is available. Guys, we're heading toward 100K because of you. Love and appreciate you, family. Let's go.
Mate, I'm in a bit of a rush right now. You're a sick guy? Thanks, mate. You're a sick boy. I've got to get out of this train, mate. I'm really...
Guys, can we just appreciate the bop real quick? Can we come together and just appreciate the bop? Huh? I mean, sometimes we forget, what I'm saying? It's something that these beats really go hard, especially in cars. I just want to hear it open up again. You hear that?
Mate, I'm in a bit of a rush right now. You're a sick guy? Thanks, mate. You're a sick boy. I've got to get out of this train, mate. I'm really sorry. I'm talking to you, man. Hey, can I get a quick picture, mate? Nah, mate, I've got to go, mate. Just a little cheeky little picture, buddy. I've really got to go, mate.
Ren, run, buddy. Like, why do you still keep talking to the, you know what I'm saying? Some of the people just kind of want to keep you talking to keep the interaction. Ren, it's time to run. I don't trust this interaction right here.
I get a quick picture, mate. Nah, mate, I've got to go, mate. Just a little cheeky little picture, buddy. I've really got to go, mate.
Just a cheeky little picture for the Instagram, bro.
Sorry, man. Come on. Fine, quickly. I knew it was you. I'm a charming fella, I like drinking cans of Stella. See, I'm living for the weekend, by kebabs and salmonella. Cinderella story raps the richest minute full propeller. I'm Nigella Lawson stacking mozzarella. Only joking, I'm an introvert, alone inside my room because my insides hurt. I contemplate existence with consistency in my polo shirt, then reassert my confidence with compliments I don't deserve. I calm my nerves by plotting for the day that I might leave this earth.
Bro, like, you gotta appreciate his flipping up of the lyricism every 4 bars or so. He's always gonna try something. And then let's hear it again. Let's hear the transition.
This minute full propeller, I'm Nigella Lawson stacking mozzarella. Only
right
joking,
here.
I'm an introvert, alone inside my room because my insides hurt. I contemplate existence with consistency in my polo shirt, then reassert my confidence with compliments I don't deserve. I calm my nerves by plotting for the day that I might leave this earth.
I calm my nerves by plotting on the day I might leave this earth. Damn, that's pretty dark. I mean, imagine calming your nerves that way, like saying, okay, I'm in pain, I'm in deep pain, but I'm going to calm myself down by reminding myself that I one day won't exist, and maybe that day will come sooner than later. That's calming. If something like that is calming, then, oh yeah, you're a different kind of beast. 100%.
Because my insides hurt, I contemplate existence with consistency in my polo shirt, then reassert my confidence with compliments I don't deserve. I calm my nerves by plotting for the day that I might leave this earth.
And shout out to whoever did the animation here. I mean, even when Ren decides not to do a full-blown music video, we have to admit, please, that the animation is top tier.
I lift up my eyes to the hills. Pain is my shepherd, my sword and my shield. I find my refuge in patience and pills. A patient is patiently waiting for help. I don't ever seem to feel well. Can anybody save me from myself?
Guys, it's very, very, it's fascinating how Ren, and I think he understands that he has the kind of control that he does. I mean, he has to at this point, right? Where he can just have us kind of bouncing, it's like, and then laughing, and then all of a sudden completely remove that mask and show us something genuine, slightly terrifying, and then move us into something else 8 bars later, right? That's a unique capacity to do all in one song. I mean, we're only 60 seconds in, fam. Just listen to that transition. I'm sorry, I'm gonna let him cook.
My eyes to the hill.
No, the transition part.
By plotting for the day
Right
that
here.
I might leave this earth. I lift up my eyes to the hill.
We're somewhere
Pain
different now.
is my shepherd, my sword and my shield. I find my refuge in patience and pills. A patient that's patiently waiting for help. I don't ever seem to feel well. Can anybody save me from myself? There's blood on the leaves where I fell. Coming down.
Coming down. Also recognize that, there's ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, in the beat when you listen to it, right? I'm going through a full Sick Boy album listen through, which I'm gonna, put up at some point. And it's very risky to be that in control of your own production, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you're not a producer, then you risk kind of having that problem where I think NF kind of has the problem of having all the tracks sound the same. Ren has somehow strategically avoided that problem, right? While intentionally putting himself and his own sounds in his beats. Respectfully.
On the border, sons and daughters, law and order, greatest other, praise more selfish ways of calculate. I've lost my faith.
Damn, that sounded fire, buddy. Like, what are we talking about? And I'm sorry. I know you're thinking, Mr. Biscuit, just let the young man cook. Come on. All right, I'm going to go back, but that's a fire thing to be able to go through, especially when you're rapping, to be able to...
Greatest other, praise more selfish ways of calculate. I've lost my faith. You've awoke a beast. I'm a geezer on the streets. Mona Lisa, this is art. Make her Mona Lisa. She needs mummy. Eeny, meeny, miny, Mohammed, Abi Ali. Pleased to meet you, mate. Who's the G? Not me, an irregular guy. Halitosis with psychosis, omens etched in my mind. Overdosed on pills and potions, a collection of mine. Split a Valium with a Zanny and I mix it with wine.
Guys, you know what's creepy about Ren, especially in the Sick Boy trajectory that I'm starting to realize, is that Ren will go from pleading with God or pleading with the universe or whatever it is, and then having those prayers and that pleading go unanswered before he descends back temporarily into the madness. It's a cycle with Ren, right? It feels very intentional.
Those on pills and potions, a collection of mine. Split a Valium with a Zanny and I mix it with wine. Hey, pull yourself together.
You're not supposed to mix those with wine, I don't think.
For mate, pull your socks up, stand up straight. Look at you, you're such a mug. God, you're such a fucking stain. Honestly, I wouldn't be seen dead with you in public. Depressed and disorderly, it's like you fucking love it. Mug. Maybe you're right, maybe it's Ren. Do it again and again and again. Maybe I'm high, maybe I'm meant to live in a cycle of anti-survival like man. In a prism like Ben, shot the iris of the land. Make believe and play pretend. God's my witness at the end. With God as my witness, I walk through the valley of the shadow of sickness. I fear no evil, I need no forgiveness. Deliver me from temptation, he never listened.
See? Right? And when the beat drops, it's like Ren goes with it. He's very much a part of the music. He never, ever, ever ignores it. When that beat goes away, he stops rapping. Like when it becomes that, that sweet Gregorian chant, whether it's a Celtic chant or whatever it is, that... You hear that in the background, and Ren matches that by stopping his rapping and just really talking and saying like, look, I've tried this and, deliver me from temptation. He never listens. It becomes more vulnerable when it needs to become vulnerable. So the sound, when it becomes more vulnerable and less dramatic, so does Ren, so does the lyricism. But this is fire. I can't believe I've never done a reaction to Lost All Faith before.
I fear no evil, I need no forgiveness. Deliver me from temptation, he never listens. I don't ever seem to feel well. Can anybody save me from myself? There's blood on the leaves where I fell. Coming down. Burn the border, sons and daughters, law and order. Crave dishonor, praise myself.
Oh, that's so sick.
Come too late. I've lost my faith. I've lost my faith. Could you be the one? Yeah, no, could you be the one? Yeah, no, could you be the one? Good, could you be the one? Yeah, no, could you be the one?
Guys, I'm kind of wondering what this imagery means. Because this is not the first time I don't think that this has appeared in the video. I might use this on the thumbnail. Just, to kind of, as inquiring minds, I want to know, what does this mean? The red-eyed Ren looking back at each other in an endless sea of reflections, right?
Could you be the one? Yeah, no, could you be the one? Yeah, no, could you be the one?
See, and then after the endless sea of reflections, there's broken mirrors, right? It's like it all ties together, man. I'm telling you, if you were a conspiracy theorist, unlike myself, I try to stay grounded in cognitive science and philosophy. I try my best. However, there's, the conspiracy theorists are, would have a field day with these imageries.
I lift up my eyes to the hill. Pain is my shepherd, my sword and my shield. I find my refuge in patience and pills. Could you be the one?
See, in that last couple of lines, I find my refuge in patience and pills. You know what I'm saying? I mean, typically we hear the imagery, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, he maketh me to lie down in green pastures. Ren is like, I've prayed for so long and heard silence for such a long time that I'm turning away from those answers. I'm losing faith that any answer is forthcoming, and I'm beginning to put my trust in patience and pills. That's very dark. But leave it to someone like Ren to be that doggedly honest at this portion of his journey. Family salute. It confused. I have no idea how I hadn't heard that for that long. Family, I appreciate you being with me though far. Please correspond with me in the comments.